What would happen to your body if you stopped eating sugar for just 2 weeks? Would you feel different? Would you look different? And most importantly, would your health improve in ways you never imagined? Today, we are diving deep into the incredible changes your body goes through when you eliminate sugar from your diet. From your face to your organs, from your energy levels to your mood, the transformation is nothing short of remarkable. So let's get started and discover what giving up sugar can do for you. Your face will transform. The very first change you will notice when you stop eating sugar is right there in the mirror. Your face will change shape. If your face looks round or puffy right now, it will become thinner and more defined. Your cheeks will slim down, and the puffiness around your eyes will disappear. This is not magic. This is science. When you cut out sugar, your body stops holding onto excess water and inflammation in your facial tissues. The roundness you see in your face is often caused by too many carbohydrates, creating inflammation and water retention. Within just a few days of quitting sugar, you will see your face become more sculpted and defined. But the changes do not stop at your face. Your midsection will also start to shrink. Your belly will flatten because your liver begins to release stored fat. You see, your liver stores fat when you eat too much sugar. When you remove sugar from your diet, your liver has no choice but to burn through those fat stores for energy. Understanding your body's 2 fuel sources. Here is something important you need to understand about how your body works. Your body runs on only 2 types of fuel, sugar and fat. That is it. No other fuel sources exist in your body. When you eat sugar and carbohydrates, your body will always choose to burn sugar first. Sugar is like quick fuel. It burns fast, but it does not last long. Fat, on the other hand, is like slow-burning fuel. It provides steady, long-lasting energy. When you have both sugar and fat available, your body will always pick the sugar. This means all that fat you are carrying stays stored in your body. It never gets used. But when you cut out sugar completely, something amazing happens. Your body is forced to switch to fat burning. It has no other choice. This is when the real transformation begins. Your body starts using up all those fat reserves that have been sitting around for months or even years. You start losing weight from places you never thought possible. And best of all, you feel better than you have in years. If you're getting value from this information, please hit that subscribe button. We share natural health wisdom like this every week on Vigorphil, and you do not want to miss out. For organs that heal when you quit sugar. When you stop eating sugar, 4 major organs in your body begin to heal dramatically. These organs are particularly sensitive to sugar damage, and they respond quickly when you remove sugar from your diet. Let me explain each one. Your eyes will improve. Your eyes are incredibly sensitive to sugar. When you eat too much sugar, it damages the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. This causes blurriness and poor vision. People with diabetes often develop a condition called diabetic retinopathy, which means the retina at the back of the eye gets destroyed by too much sugar. When you quit sugar, your vision improves. The blurriness fades away. Colors become brighter. You can see details more clearly. This happens because the blood vessels in your eyes start healing. The inflammation goes down, and your eyes can function the way they were designed to. Your kidneys will function better. Your kidneys are like filters for your blood. Every drop of blood in your body passes through your kidneys to be cleaned. When there is too much sugar in your blood, it damages these filters. Sugar creates inflammation in the tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys. It is like rust building up in pipes. Over time, this damage becomes so severe that sugar and protein start leaking into your urine. This is called diabetic nephropathy, and it is a sign that your kidneys are failing. But when you cut out sugar, your kidneys begin to heal. The inflammation decreases. The filters start working properly again. Your kidneys can clean your blood more efficiently, and you start feeling better overall. Your arteries will heal. Your arteries carry blood to every part of your body. When you eat too much sugar, it damages the walls of your arteries. This is called diabetic artery disease or vascular disease. The sugar causes inflammation and creates a rusting effect inside your blood vessels. When you stop eating sugar, the inflammation in your arteries goes down. The walls of your arteries start healing. Blood flows more easily through your body. Your heart does not have to work as hard to pump blood. Here is something else that happens. Sugar converts into both fat and cholesterol in your body. When you cut out sugar, your cholesterol levels improve dramatically. Your doctor will be amazed at how quickly your cholesterol numbers come down. Your nerves and brain will heal. Sugar damages nerves throughout your body. If you have ever felt tingling or numbness in your feet, that is nerve damage from too much sugar. Doctors call this peripheral neuropathy. It happens when the nerves at the ends of your feet start dying because of sugar damage. When you quit sugar, these nerves begin to heal. The tingling and numbness fade away. Feeling returns to your feet. But the healing does not stop there. Your brain is full of nerves too, and they all start healing when you remove sugar from your diet. Two major improvements happen in your brain. First, your cognitive function improves. Your memory gets sharper. Your focus becomes laser-like. Your concentration improves dramatically. You can think more clearly and remember things you could not remember before. Second, your mood completely changes. You feel happier, more positive, less anxious and depressed. Sugar affects your brain chemistry in ways that create mood swings and negative feelings. When you remove sugar, your brain chemistry balances out and you feel like yourself again. The diabetes paradox. Here is something that has always puzzled me. Diabetes is a disease of too much sugar in the blood. That is the definition. If someone has diabetes, their blood sugar is too high. So the obvious solution will be to eat less sugar, right? But when you look at medical advice for diabetes, they rarely tell people to cut out sugar. Instead, they talk about lifestyle factors and genetics. They mention obesity and lack of exercise. They even mention urbanization, which means moving to the city somehow increases your diabetes risk. But they rarely focus on the main problem, which is dietary sugar. In fact, many diabetes guidelines still tell people to eat high amounts of whole grains. But whole grains are about 85% carbohydrates, which turn into sugar in your body. Some medical advice even blames saturated fat for diabetes. But that information has been completely proven wrong. The real culprit is carbohydrates and sugar. It is that simple. If you have too much sugar in your blood, stop eating sugar. Your blood sugar will come down. I do not understand why this is not the first piece of advice given to every diabetic patient. Cut the sugar and watch your diabetes improve. It works every single time. You will stop getting up at night. Here is a benefit you might not expect. When you quit sugar, you will stop waking up multiple times during the night to use the bathroom. Some people get up 5, 6, even 10 times every night. This destroys their sleep quality and leaves them exhausted during the day. Why does this happen? Because water follows sugar. When sugar flows through your blood and gets filtered by your kidneys, it pulls water with it. This creates more urine, which means more trips to the bathroom. When you cut out sugar, this problem goes away. You sleep through the entire night without waking up. Your kidneys do not have to process excess sugar anymore, so they do not produce as much urine. This might take a few weeks to fully improve, but the results are worth it. Quality sleep is essential for good health. When you sleep through the night, you wake up refreshed and energized. Your body can repair itself properly. Your mind feels clear and sharp. Your energy will skyrocket. Remember when we talked about the two fuel sources in your body? Sugar and fat. Well, here's why fat fuel is so much better for your energy levels. Your body stores about 1,700 calories of sugar. That is not very much. It is like trying to power your entire day with a tiny battery. You run out of energy quickly, and then you feel tired and need more food. But your body stores about 100,000 calories of fat. Even thin people carry this much stored fat. That is like having a massive battery that lasts all day long. When you switch your body from sugar fuel to fat fuel, you suddenly have access to all this stored energy. This is why people feel amazing when they quit sugar. They're no longer running on that tiny sugar battery. They are running on the massive fat battery. Their energy becomes steady and consistent throughout the day. No more energy crashes. No more afternoon fatigue. No more feeling like you need a nap after lunch. Your brain also runs much better on fat fuel. You think more clearly. You focus better. You feel mentally sharp instead of foggy. This steady energy changes everything about how you feel each day. your cravings will disappear. Here is one of the best benefits of quitting sugar. Your cravings will completely vanish. You will stop thinking about food all the time. You will stop feeling hungry between meals. You will stop craving sweets and snacks. Why does this happen? Because when your body burns fat for fuel, it is constantly eating between meals. Even though you're not putting food in your mouth, your body is consuming its own stored fat. This keeps you satisfied and full. When you run on sugar fuel, your body cannot access stored fat. So between meals, you feel hungry because your body is not eating anything. It is just waiting for more food to arrive. This creates constant cravings and hunger. The average person eating a standard diet consumes about 13.5 teaspoons of added sugar every single day. That is 54 grams of sugar. But that is just added sugar. When you include all the sugar from bread, pasta, cereal, crackers, waffles, pancakes, juice, soda, beer, and wine, the total comes to about half a pound of sugar per day. That is 275 grams, or almost 69 teaspoons of sugar every single day. No wonder people feel terrible. No wonder they're always hungry and craving more food. Their bodies are drowning in sugar and cannot access their fat stores for energy. When you cut out sugar and keep your carbohydrates below 50 grams per day, something magical happens. Within about 3 days, your cravings disappear. Your body switches to fat burning, and suddenly you're not hungry anymore. You feel satisfied between meals. You can go hours without thinking about food. This is not difficult. Anyone can do this. You just need to commit for 3 days and push through. After that, it gets easy. The cravings vanish, and you feel better than you have in years. If you're enjoying this information and want to transform your health naturally, please take a moment to subscribe to Vigorphil. We are building a community of people who believe in natural healing and want to feel their best. Pain and inflammation will decrease. When you stop eating sugar, inflammation throughout your entire body decreases. This means less pain, less stiffness, and better movement. Your joints feel better. Your muscles feel better. Your whole body just feels lighter and more comfortable. Your blood pressure will also come down dramatically. Sugar makes your arteries stiff and inflamed. When you remove sugar, your arteries become more flexible. Blood flows more easily. Your heart does not have to work as hard. Many people find they can reduce or eliminate their blood pressure medication after quitting sugar. The same thing happens with anti-inflammatory medications. Many people take these medications daily for pain and inflammation. But when you cut out sugar, the root cause of inflammation goes away. Your body starts healing naturally, and you may not need those medications anymore. This inflammation happens deep inside your body where you cannot see it. Inside your arteries, inside your eyes, inside your kidneys, inside your nervous system. When sugar causes inflammation in these places, it creates serious health problems. For example, inflammation inside your artery walls makes them thicker. When artery walls get thicker, there's less space for blood to flow through. This increases your risk of clogged arteries, heart attacks, and strokes. When you give up sugar, you allow more blood to flow freely to all your tissues. This means better oxygen delivery, better nutrient delivery, better waste removal. Everything in your body works better when blood flows properly. You will lose real fat, not just water weight. This is the benefit everyone wants to hear about. Yes, you will lose weight when you quit sugar. But more importantly, you will lose actual body fat. This is different from the water weight most diets help you lose. In the first 1 to 2 weeks, you will lose about 13 pounds of water weight. This happens because stored sugar holds onto water. For every gram of stored sugar in your body, you also store 3 grams of water. When you burn through your sugar stores, all that water comes out too. But after that initial water weight loss, you start losing real body fat. This is when your clothes start fitting better. This is when you see real changes in the mirror. This is when people start noticing and asking what you're doing differently. Think about how effective this is compared to other diets. Most diets that include carbohydrates are like trying to lose weight while running uphill. You're fighting against your body's natural tendency to store fat when sugar is present. Plus, you're dealing with constant hunger and cravings. It is torture, but when you cut out sugar, losing weight becomes easy. Your body wants to burn fat. Your hunger goes away. Your energy improves. Everything works together to help you succeed instead of fighting against you. Here is something else you need to know. Carbohydrates convert into both fat and cholesterol in your body. Most of the fat in your liver came from carbohydrates, not from eating fat. When you eat bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, and other starchy foods, your body converts them into fat and stores them in your liver. This is why cutting out sugar and carbohydrates is so effective for weight loss. You are removing the main source of stored fat in your body. Your skin will glow. When you quit sugar, your skin improves dramatically. If you have acne, it will clear up. If you have red rashes or dermatitis, they will fade away. Your skin will look clearer, brighter, and healthier. This happens because sugar creates inflammation throughout your body, including in your skin. When you remove sugar, the inflammation goes down. Your skin cells can heal and regenerate properly. Blood flow to your skin improves, bringing more oxygen and nutrients. One of the most noticeable changes is in your face. The puffiness around your eyes and cheeks goes away. Your face becomes more defined and sculpted. Many people do not realize that their puffy face is caused by excessive carbohydrates and sugar. When they cut out sugar, they suddenly have the facial structure they always wanted. This is not about losing muscle or becoming unhealthy. This is about reducing inflammation and water retention that was hiding your natural face shape. You look healthier because you are healthier. The root cause, insulin resistance. Now I want to explain the most important benefit of quitting sugar. This is the benefit that fixes most health problems people struggle with. When you quit sugar, you reverse insulin resistance. Let me explain what insulin resistance is. Insulin is a hormone that your body makes in response to sugar and carbohydrates. When you eat sugar, your insulin goes up. When your insulin goes up, it tells your body to store fat and stop burning fat. When you eat a lot of sugar over many years, your body starts to resist insulin. Your cells put up a barrier against it because too much insulin is toxic and dangerous. This is your body trying to protect itself. But this creates a problem. When your cells resist insulin, your pancreas responds by making even more insulin to push through that resistance. So now you have very high insulin levels in your blood, which causes all kinds of health problems. High blood pressure, weight gain, fatty liver, heart disease risk, and many more issues. At the same time, your cells are not getting enough insulin because of the resistance. This creates problems at the cellular level too. Your cells cannot absorb nutrients properly. They cannot function the way they should. Eventually, your pancreas gets exhausted from pumping out so much insulin. It cannot keep up anymore. It slows down insulin production. This is when you develop prediabetes and diabetes. Your blood sugar stays high because you do not have enough insulin to push it down. Insulin resistance also slows down your metabolism. You develop a set point weight that you cannot get below no matter what you do. You can diet and exercise all you want, but your body will not let you lose more weight. This is insulin resistance blocking your progress. Insulin is also needed to absorb important nutrients: potassium, magnesium, vitamin B1, calcium, vitamin D, amino acids for building protein and muscle. When you have insulin resistance, you cannot absorb these nutrients properly even if you are eating them. This is why some people have cellulite on their legs and butt. It is actually muscle atrophy from not getting enough amino acids to build protein. When you fix insulin resistance by cutting out sugar, your body can finally absorb nutrients again. Your muscles grow, your body shape improves, everything works better. Fixing insulin resistance helps reverse fatty liver. It reduces your risk of heart disease and stroke. It even reduces your risk of cancer. This one change, removing sugar from your diet, fixes the root cause of so many health problems. Take action today. You now know what happens when you stop eating sugar. Your face slims down, your organs heal, your energy skyrockets, your cravings disappear, your inflammation decreases, you lose real body fat, your skin glows, and most importantly, you reverse insulin resistance and fix the root cause of most modern health problems. So what are you waiting for? Do not spend more time thinking about whether you should do this. Start today, right now. This is one of the most powerful changes you can make for your health. Keep your carbohydrates below 50 grams per day. Avoid bread, pasta, cereal, crackers, rice, potatoes, and sugary foods. Focus on eating vegetables, healthy plant-based proteins, nuts, seeds, and healthy fats. Within 3 days, your cravings will be gone. Within 2 weeks, you will feel like a completely different person. Which of these benefits are you most excited about? Are you ready to transform your face, boost your energy, or finally lose that stubborn weight? Let me know in the comments below, and do not forget to subscribe to Vigorphil for more natural health tips. Ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest health discoveries. Your body has an amazing ability to heal itself when you give it the right conditions. Removing sugar is one of the most powerful things you can do. Start today and watch your health transform in ways you never thought possible. Thank you for watching.